Hey everybody, welcome to the bunker once again, and Happy New Year. Say, do you hear that music in the background? That's right, Michael the Lover by the Mad Lads. Tonight in our studio, we're going to have the actual inspiration of Michael the Lover in the studio, and that would be Michael the Lover himself. So you don't want to miss that. It's going to be a fantastic show. It's going to be a fantastic season with the Doug and Jeff show. So sit back, enjoy the show, and we can't wait to knock your socks off. So you kids keep on rocking, and we'll be right back. God, pump up that song. It sounds so great. I love that song. All right, kids, later. Hey everybody, welcome back. And I'm Michael O'Mara. We're in the bunker tonight in Scottsdale location. And so, as promised, I'm here with the legendary Michael the Lover. And he's been kind enough to give us an interview. And we're going to find out how the whole legend began. And I think you'll find it all interesting. So let me get right to it. Michael, I want to thank you for taking the time out to be on the show.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot for having me on the show, man. I really dig it. It's really my honor to be here.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, how did you get the name?
Well, it goes back to, the 60s, really, the mid-60s when I knew the Mad Lads out of Chicago. Those were the years just ahead of, the big explosion of the whole flower power movement, of which I was, must say, I spearheaded almost single-handedly back then. But yeah, I met the fellas, and they could feel that I loved everybody. And I made everybody feel good about loving everybody.
So tell me, Michael, can you play the song, Michael the Lover?
I'd be delighted, actually. This is a nice guitar. So, Michael the Lover. Michael the Lover. Before him, there was no other.
Great, that's enough. Oh, yeah, we get it. You cut me off, man. The audience gets that. It's very cool. Let me ask you this: were there any other bands that used you as their inspiration?
Well, yeah, hell yeah. There was Michael rowed the boat ashore. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah.
Wow, that's very interesting. How about this? What are you doing now?
Yeah, right now I'm working down at the U-Haul. I'm assistant manager, and I'm working my way up. I hope to have my own store in a couple of years. When I'm not doing that, I do call bingo at the retirement community up the road where I live at the mobile home park.
Let me ask you this: Have you ever seen the Doug and Jeff show?
Do I watch a show? Oh, yeah, I always watch a show.
Good. Who do you like the most?
Well, that's kind of hard, but I would have to say that, Doug is the funny one. I like Doug a lot. Jeff, he's the smart one. Yeah, he's real smart. But to be totally honest with you, I'd have to say you're the prettiest.
Oh, really? Stop it. You don't have to say that.
It's a good show, but you are really the best looking of the three.
Yeah. Thank you again for coming.
Thanks for having me on. Good night.
Well, folks, I'd like to just say good night. Happy New Year, everybody. We're looking forward to more big-time showbiz fun on the Doug and Jeff Show.
Michael, the Lover, before him, there was no other.
Wow, that was pretty amazing.
Oh man, was it ever?
I didn't realize how inspirational Michael the Lover was. I mean, Michael rowed the boat ashore. He was the inspiration for that. He was the inspiration for Michael the Lover by the Mad Lads in the 60s.
Unbelievable.
He certainly had his 15 minutes of fame.
Yes, he did, Jeff. He even was best friends with Paul McCartney and
You're kidding.
Jimi Hendrix. He told Paul McCartney a tip on one of Paul's best songs, Hey Jude.
Now, how do you know that?
Well, I was cleaning, and I on the editing room floor, Jeff, was these 35 millimeter reels, of our show, and
Right.
I saw it had been cut out a piece, so it didn't make the show. The censors, so I've got it here, Jeff.
Well, let's take a look. We got it right now. We can take a look.
Let's take a look real quick here before
All right.
Carl comes back.
And then, back in about 67 or so, I was running around in England a lot, and I was with the Beatles, among many other British invasion rock stars. Paul McCartney, he liked me a lot, and I liked Paul. And one time, you know, he said to me, I'm working on this song, and I'd like to play a little bit for you, and you know, you tell me what you think. And so he started out like, hey, Michael, don't be afraid. You know, and it went on with the song. But you know what? I think you should try a different name. Like, for instance, how about you do something like this? Hey, Jude, don't be afraid. Take a sad song and make it better. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So yeah, so he took and he ran with that and made that a big hit record. But originally it was Hey Michael. And then there was one time with Jimi Hendrix. You know, Jimmy he's played the song left-handed. He played it like this. You know, this dun 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 dun. I said, whoa, Jimmy. That is amazing. You know, you might try something else. You know, put a little female spin on it. Instead of saying the wind cried Michael, you could say the wind cried Mary. Wow, you know, check that out. And so he did. And so those are just some of the stories. There were other ones, but those were the ones that are most important.
Wow, I didn't realize, man. I didn't realize at all how well connected to the rock and roll world Michael the Lover was. That's really amazing.
Astounding.
Yeah,
Astounding.
Paul McCartney, the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix.
Jeez, he was the best friend of those guys, man.
Yeah, once again, he had his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Now he's working as assistant manager down at U-Haul, but he'll get back in the speed.
And he's still calling numbers.